Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Welcome to Victors with Victor TV. I'm gonna be your presenter for today, Victor. And on today's highlight, do I look like your boss?
Definitely.
You never see me like this. But first and foremost, I want to appreciate you guys. To Vicky, for Vicky donated $10 to me. Oh my God, Vicky. I don't know what to do with that money, but now I'm thinking $300. So they go on my email and they're like, hey Victor, we want you to decide what you want to do with this money for your birthday. Jealousy and envy is a thing for humans. Don't take it for granted. Some of us, we see flowers during funerals. We see cakes in weddings. It's still really unbelievable that we hit 2K subscribers. This means so much to me. Hey John, how do I look?
You look awesome.
Do I look like your boss?
Definitely.
That's John on the camera. Please, ladies and gentlemen, remember my YouTube song, Share with John. It's an exciting day. You never see me like this. How do I look, guys? That was an African drum playing. So we have neighbors who are doing traditional African music using drums. Maybe one day I'll go dance with them. I used to do traditional before I started doing break dancing. But I'm so excited. This is an exciting episode. This month has been classy. You guys have made it a success, ladies and gentlemen. So today is a special day. Guess what? Okay, so we're trying to be official. This is not something I used to do. I started doing official last year, actually. What inspired official? My daughter's graduation. Vinet's graduation, which was special. I was really against it. I mean, I was a lot on the streets, so I was doing a lot of street, and as an artist, for me this felt really tight. Even now, I'm trying it, but a lot of people tell me I look good in suits. I don't know what you guys think, but today is a very special occasion. But first and foremost, I want to appreciate you guys. And the reason I'm doing this video today, it's not a big thing, but I also want to get your perspective on it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Victors with Victor TV. I'm going to be your presenter for today, Victor. And on today's highlight, stupid as always. So what am I saying today is special? Oh, it's a few hours to my birthday. February 20th is when my mother Nyambura brought me to this world to stress you guys and disturb you, entertain some of you. I don't know. I'm not gonna give myself credits, but I really appreciate you guys, and I'm really glad to celebrate my birthdays. Oh my God. So reason I'm doing this video, one is to give a shout out to Vicky, for Vicky donated $10 to me. Oh my God, Vicky. I don't know what to do with that money, but now I'm thinking. Second shout out goes to an anonymous who gave me $300. $300. So they go on my email and they're like, hey Victor, I watch your YouTube channel. Oh, let me read it actually. So they go, hey Victor, a huge fan of your show and your channel. I'm subscribed, but I won't tell you who I am. I am really excited because I know your birthday is coming on the 20th of February. This is somebody who knows me. I'm tempted to mention a name, but they chose to be anonymous. I'm not gonna say. Me and my mom are sending you this money. We want you to decide what you want to do with this money for your birthday. And there's so many things that they go ahead and say. Happy birthday. I continue celebrating. That's personal. But ladies and gentlemen, think about it. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the tradition, so that you guys can understand what is a birthday. A birthday is a celebration of when someone was born. And I went deep. I was curious, and I went a little bit deep and researched about birthdays and what it really means in different cultures around the world. And so this really took me deep into the first time I celebrated my birthday. I celebrated my first birthday that I celebrated, I'm gonna be honest about it, that I celebrated, remember, is a birthday that I shared, because I had my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend was also born on the 20th February. So this lady was, I'm not gonna say where she's from, but she was 20th February, and she was like, let's celebrate a birthday, we're sharing this together. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna talk deeply into that, but then I was like, why not? So then I was still living in the slum, and I invited two celebrities, because I was their backup dancer then. So I invited them and they came. I bought alcohol, we bought a birthday cake, we bought Jesus, but it was in a 10 by 10 house. It's like a very small house, like this size, 10 by 10 in Kibera, that's how the houses are. So we celebrated, but it didn't end well. It's gonna explain one of the things that I want to explain in the video as well. Didn't end well. My cousin got into a fight. I think that was the first biggest birthday celebration in the slum. And so jealousy and envy is a thing for humans. Don't take it for granted. I'm serious. And when you see it in anyone, either your family, your friends, do not ignore it whatsoever. Hey, I'm not a huge fan of this. I'd like to be intimate. Let me know what you guys think. Should I have this on or not? I like simple. I'm even feeling. Yeah, but I'm gonna do this for us, guys. Remember, it's Victor's with Victor TV. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so what was I saying? I was saying jealousy and envy is a thing for humans. And when you see it, please do not ignore it. Because you ignore it, and it grows and it gets to something else. So there is a buddy of mine, we grew up together. He came into the birthday party, and then this guy was manhandling this lady that I was dating. This lady was from the Western countries, from Europe. Not gonna specify where. And I think that was my second relationship, actually my first serious relationship. And so I was very short-tempered, and it's somebody I knew. So then I was thinking, oh, maybe they're just joking. So I went and said, hey bro, don't do this, because the lady told me, oh man, look at me sweating. The lady came and said, hey, your friend I don't like the way he's treating me. I was like, yeah man, don't do this. And it was cool, I didn't take it serious. And then this guy came. So when I talked to him, it was like, kuna, like that's what people say here, like, so I thought, maybe it's the alcohol that hits. So I just ignored and went. And then the second time, this guy grabs this lady, and it's funny because I saw it. So the moment I saw it, listen. Regardless, I don't know how it is, but violence is not a solution to anything. But I think where we were coming from, and then that was the only language that you could speak. Hey, so on his face, and then my friends and my cousin hit him. They really beat him really bad. I ended up paying for his hospital bills as well. And that was it, I was learning, young, wild and crazy. Yeah, but then it got me thinking, now that I was really researching about birthdays in Africa. It's not really a lot of celebrations. There were a lot of conversations that people were having, about vein not being like this, being like this. Flowers, some of us, we see flowers during funerals. We see cakes in weddings. Nowadays, never used to be a really big thing. Our parents, some of them don't have accurate age, because I saw a generation that was really struggling to remember their birth dates when I was I think a teenager. So that explained to you why in Africa we just recently I think decades ago is when we started celebrating birthday. I probably want to take a walk, man. I'm used to walking around doing Victor's with Victor. And so, ladies and gentlemen, are we going to take a walk around the compound as I explained to you, get deep into it. But give me your insights on the comment section on what you think about birthdays as we get into this. I think I'm going to take a walk. Victor's with Victor is getting used to walking. There's traditional music playing on the background, but that's good because it won't give us copyright. Yeah, but now in Africa, we are on the sun, so I might take this. So in Africa, don't let anyone lie to you. Birthday celebrations have not been a huge thing. Until recently, a lot of people have not been celebrating. Even up to date. John, have you celebrated any birthday?
No.
How old are you now? I don't care about that. But you know, John, I think he's older than 20 something and he's never celebrated a birthday. I've celebrated a number, but I think it also comes as a privilege and a luxury to many of us here in Africa. It is not a very huge thing. And so I've been talking about how interracial relationships have to really have a clear understanding of each other's tradition. And I feel like a lot of Africans are not really open to saying things like Halloween. We don't know that thing, you know. We look at it differently. Valentine's, beautiful, but I have my traumas with flowers and Valentine's. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think the beauty of it all is that as we move around and do a lot of things, we really get to learn a lot about things. But also, I really wonder if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let us know in the comment section. So since then, I think I've been celebrating a couple of birthdays, but don't be shocked. Sometimes I've been running away. What is my memorable birthday? Birthday in Zanzibar, one of the Eastern African islands. That is my best memory of birthday, because I went to Zanzibar, the island. I told no one. Just booked a flight on the 19th, the morning of the 19th, and I talked to the team in Zanzibar. I told them, yo, I'm coming to do a dance workshop in Zanzibar, and they really wanted me then because I was very active on the dance floor. And Slam Dance Africa, which is the dance foundation I do workshops with, check it out actually on Instagram, Slam Dance Africa, was at the peak of its growth. It's actually the biggest East and Central African, founded by African, run by African dance event. It happens usually towards the end of the year. And so I was going to Zanzibar and they were very excited because the first time I was in Zanzibar, I did a workshop with them, but through another organization. They were very overprotective of me, so the car would pick me, the car would drop me, so I didn't really have a chance to connect with the community. And so this time I was going alone, and it was, you know, for my birthday celebration, yeah, those people were very excited. Let me show you the pictures, guys. Yeah, so they were very excited to have me, and so we did a celebration, and then I did workshops, and then they had a surprise. They had a surprise African cake for me. So they pulled it out when I was doing closure of that. Usually I finish my classes with breathing and meditation and just self-reflection and connecting to your body, and so they pulled a surprise African cake for me. And it was so amazing. And so after that, oh man, that was a bit intense for me, but also beautiful, you know, because I never had anybody do that for me, and so it felt good. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it. But it felt that was special. And then for my birthday, they had a boat. It's like, you know, the boats that they row. So they had a boat, and it was branded "Happy Birthday Victor," "Happy Birthday B-Boy Vic." Alias, that's my alias for the breaking scene. That's my breaking name, B-Boy Vic. And they had a cake for me, and they were cooking in the boat. So we went sailing. Yeah, it's a sailboat. So we went sailing, and they were, oh my God, they did barbecue from seafood. Again, Ali, thank you very much for that birthday. I think it was a quarter century, our 25th birthday actually. And oh man, I can't forget this. Oh my growing old, I can't believe it's 7 years. That's one of the memorable things that I have. And so we went into the ocean, and they took me to this island. So this island, it's strange because it disappears, but when it's there, it draws love. In Zanzibar, Nakupenda Beach, they call it Nakupenda. I don't know why they call it Nakupenda Island. Yeah, and they took me there, and we were doing flips, and then they were, oh my God, this was insane. We took pictures. I just enjoyed. This was the first best birthday, other than the day I was born. This was my first ever best birthday, but I really enjoyed that birthday, and so it got me thinking, it's worth celebrating. But you know what's funny? Then I left home without telling anyone, because I knew I'd be getting and I'm gonna get into the reason as to why I left home without telling anyone. So when I got there, I turned off my phone, because birthday wishes were a bit overwhelming for me then, and also I had traumas, you know. And since then, I tend to want to run away during birthdays. Reason, I'm gonna get into it if I don't remind me. Yeah, so yeah, and then I came back, I think after 5 days, the 25th of February, I was back in Kenya, and a lot of people were pissed at me, family and stuff. That used to be very much my thing. That's why, hey, I'm very grateful that now I'm even able to share with you guys what I do, my life on YouTube, because I used to be very discreet. I still am with certain things, because of, you know, a lot of things, like the community I grew up in. Like I said, jealousy and envy is a thing for humans, and then there's this thing called the evil eye, and it's, you know, it's been told to us so many times that we're starting to believe it. But then envy and jealousy is something you see. It's not something we are told. We are just told, and you don't see it, and it's something we experience around us every day. And it's not a bad thing. It's part of life. We just don't feel comfortable talking about, but I think we should talk about it. Now, I tell people, I don't know what's going on with you. Like, you know, when you're working with somebody and then something happens, good or bad, good to you, or, you know, and they just change instantly, and you can tell from the eye that, hey, either this guy is envious or jealous. But if you're envious, envy is not a bad thing. Just let me know, hey, I'm so envious of you. But jealousy is another thing, because the energy will shift, and if you pay attention, you'll see it in some people's eye. Jealousy also comes with guilt. There is no way you can be jealous and not be guilty. I don't know, maybe because I studied psychology, and I'm an overthinker. Yeah, so then I came back, and a lot of people are not happy with me, but I'd done this a lot of time. I remember even my first trip to the US, I told my mom when I was in the airport, this is my mom, my biological mom. Can you imagine your son or daughter telling you that they are leaving when they're at the airport? And she prayed for me on phone. My mom really already understood, because I explained to her there are a couple of milestones that I made in the past, occurrences that really happened to me that maybe someday I'll feel comfortable to share. But I explained to my mom and even my loved ones. Sometimes I do things and I want to tell people after they're done, because it is not because they want to do it, but they're excited and happy and they want to tell people, but not everybody takes it lightly. So I told my mom, I'm sorry. Mom, I'm sorry, I won't be telling you a lot of things, but I'll tell you when they happen, you'll get to know them, which is not a bad thing. And now I'm starting to loosen up a little bit, but also I'm still realizing that people, really, you can't trust people with secrets, and people feel pissed for you telling them things after they happen. But really, if I tell you anything and tell you not to tell anyone, and then you tell anyone before I tell them, take it to the bank. I might be keeping a lot of things from you until they happen. So birthdays in Africa. I was reading, and there are a lot of theories about it. I don't know what's true, but what stood out to me is birthdays started actually in Egypt when Pharaoh was celebrating the birth of gods, not really humans, but birth of gods. So then a lot of people have put that into consideration. I think the Western really hugely celebrates birthday. I always thought birthday is from the US or Europe or these Western countries because of how they embrace and celebrate it. But again, the Western world with celebration, thumbs up. If you are here from the Western world, thumbs up with celebration. And so in Africa, birthdays was not a really huge thing, especially in Kenya. What I remember recently is when people have started celebrating birthdays, because I think of the economy and having something in the pocket. Yes, so that's birthday in Africa. Let us know where you are and your take on birthdays and how you guys celebrate birthdays. Hey, birthday traumas. I think the biggest birthday traumas that we have here. I've been in birthdays in the US and Europe, and the birthdays in the Western world are totally different, completely different from birthdays in Africa. And this might explain a lot about the cultural difference and why a lot of people might shy off from celebrating birthdays. As somebody who grew up in the slum with a huge circle of people, you imagine a lot of them were not really capable. So my birthday traumas were, I used to enjoy it, but not anymore after traveling the world. In the US, birthdays are about bringing gifts to the person who has the birthday, and also, coming and sharing and celebrating that day with that person. In Africa, Kenya particularly, I don't know which country you are in, Gambia, Mozambique, South Africa, please, Nigeria in the house, share with us if this is true as well in your African countries. But here it's about, extortion, manipulation. Birthdays can be exhausting. People want to come empty-handed with expectations. They want to come, they want to find you with fried meat, boiled meat, nyama choma, which is the fried meat, right? And they also want to find fish, they want to find rice, ugali, which is the African cake. They also want to find a cake, they want to find drinks. People who don't drink whiskey are the people who will tell you, oh, why don't you have red wine? Oh, you have red wine. You have white wine. Why don't you have red sweet? So you can imagine the pressure that comes with birthday. And even if you don't do a celebration, people will send you messages. Hey, it's your birthday. What's up? What are we getting? Like, people want to receive on your birthday. They don't give love on your birthday. The best they can say is happy birthday, but rarely will you receive a message saying happy birthday. It's always, hey, it's your birthday, what's up? Hey, it's your birthday, where's the party at? So birthdays here are very traumatic, and those are the traumatic moments that I have. So my first disappearance during birthday, because I had gotten used to celebrating birthdays after I celebrated that particular birthday, and so my circle had gotten used to my birthday. They would remember my birthday because of those celebrations. And those are some of the funny mistakes that I was making, taking people out. After my birthday, we would go to the club, I'd take care of the bills, I'd pay everything. And then people later would bash you for, oh, your birthday was boring, like, you know, typical African people. And so when COVID came, like I said, COVID was an eye opener for me. So I really stopped entertaining like crowd birthdays. I would go some of the best birthdays have been with my daughter, you know, with some family members and my loved ones as well. But I refuse to make it a huge thing. Tomorrow is my birthday. I might not be I might not be responding to messages because I know from certain people, not everyone, because I know their expectations. So but it's really taught me a lot. I'm not impressing anyone. I'm just doing me. I'm just living me, celebrating the day I was born. And I appreciate you guys for the birthday wishes. Just drop happy birthday, that's enough for me. Yeah, other birthday traumas in Africa is you know, people just having expectations of, like for me, I have a lot of international friends who now send me stuff on birthdays and they have expectations that, you know, they should be given. Really entitled to those gifts. The birthday These are my people and I really love them, and I'm sharing with you how my people are. And so it's really, birthdays become very draining other than celebratory and also, you know, joyful. Address that. So my birthday mistakes that I made, I think I was spending a lot of money. And really, what I really realized about the human, how do you call it? The human brain is, and the human, people don't really care about what you give them. They really care about how you make them feel. My people really care about, for the moment, what you give them, and if you stop giving them, their feelings about you changes. And this is my culture, this is my, oh, so beautiful, the sound of the birds. I think they are singing happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you, Vic. Silly. Yeah, so I have learned now. The mistakes I was making is was thinking if I spend off people, if I give people money, if I, you know, share with people like without thinking about myself, then these people would love me more. And I realized that, you know, these people don't really care. They care for the moment, what you're giving them. And so I've learned to really build meaningful relationships, and I want to share moments. I'd be happy spending my birthday tomorrow having a good conversation with a very positive person, but I'll probably share it. I'll probably spend it reading the comments on the comment section, guys. So please drop some of the beautiful birthday comments and bring your poetry. Let's see it. I'll probably highlight them. Yeah, but rather than, you know, spending time drinking with people and doing, you know, things that don't really add value to this from here going up, which is, I think, is the essential part of my body right now. The brain and the head, the eyes and the smile, and yeah, rather than spending time eating some junk pizzas or fries or drinking alcohol with other people, something that, you know, momentarily lasts and then I have nothing from it. Maybe just, you know, diarrhea and bad stomach and so yeah, that's the realization I've really come into. I want to spend time with people who had value into my brain, had a smile on my face, positivity in my mind. And so that's how I'm gonna celebrate my birthday. But as for the anonymous who sent me yeah, who sent me money via PayPal, We might not do it tomorrow, but I wanna probably go and do a class. I haven't been doing street classes for a while, so I'll probably find some street kids and do a class with them and buy something and share with them. Let me know the best way to spend this money, and thank you very much for the person who's donated this money. You said we don't mention you and you want to remain anonymous. I really appreciate you and celebrate you for that. They didn't really restrict me on what to use the money for, but I feel like this money could support somebody out there and we can celebrate. Maybe during the weekend we can celebrate my birthday together doing a dance. Yeah, maybe we'll do a dance class with this traditional, you know, beat, because then we don't get a copyright for it. And then I'll do a breakdancing class with that. That would be really interesting. Yeah, so and so as I walk into my birthday, I think I carry with me attitude of gratitude, celebration for what you guys have done to me. It's still unbelievable. It's really, I want to say this while looking at you guys. It's still really unbelievable that we hit 2K subscribers. This means so much to me, and we are still growing. I look forward to 3K. Help me get subscribers for my birthday. Yeah, that is what I would ask from you for my birthday. Help me get subscribers so I can hit 3K for my birthday. And I'm just carrying with me attitude of gratitude into my birthday, and I'm looking forward to what the new year carries for me and you guys as my supporters. I'm really grateful for the people who are celebrating victory with me. Oh my god, that music. Let's finish this video. I'm really grateful for the guys who are really celebrating victory with me on my birthday, and I want to say happy birthday, Team Victor. Sweet Victor, drop me a good poetic birthday message on the comment section, and I'll really appreciate. I celebrate you guys. I appreciate you. I don't think I say this enough. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday Team Victor, Sweet Victor, happy birthday to you. Until I see you again in the next video, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday.